What do you guys think about the metaverse and the future of such things? So I was just listening to a video by Russell Brand, love him or hate him. I think he's awesome. So then there's that. He was basically discussing this new push to get all of our children plugged into this augmented reality where they're going to do all of their learning, and all of these great things are going to come from that, and how this kids need to be in that more, and therefore, and maybe they didn't say this part, but therefore outside of our real world less, right? So they won't be in the real world as much. They'll be hooked up, which a lot of children already are super hooked up. I mean, my kids like to play video games and watch stuff on YouTube and do all of that too. But I don't think that I want myself, my children, I don't really think anyone should be like totally hooked up and plugged in. This is like Ready Player One. I mean, you know, I always say that those crazy sci-fi movies are kind of like fortune telling for us. That's where they're expecting us to go. The whole COVID pandemic was this great little tester to see, you know, what would that world look like when they threw all of, you know, education and even people's jobs and work into, you know, Zoom calls and basically this metaverse thing. And I know that there's a lot of great technology and possibilities out there, and I'm all for seeing how technology can improve our lives, make our lives better, make our world better, that kind of sort of thing. But I don't want to be controlled by this fake world where we're pushed whatever propaganda and we have no connection, communication with the outside world anymore. I mean, just the pandemic alone, the amount of people that were isolated and depressed and had, you know, even went as far as, you know, committing suicide or just were really depressed and just unhappy. And then you saw the anger spewing out on the internet where people were fighting with each other over masks and vaccines and, you know, who knows what else, you know, politics, all these things that, you know, became this thing where, you know, people couldn't even be friends with someone who didn't think the same way as them because they were trapped in their little isolation bubble, believing whatever they believed and thinking that everyone else was out to get them, versus when you would go out and about and see real life people outside of the internet, you could have conversations, and even conversations where you didn't agree on things and still say, hey, that's cool, we're still friends. But online, for some reason, people were super intense, and the people that were watching TV, you know, the whole stay home and just watch TV and, you know, relax or whatever, like, that's insane. Like, just to be in front of a TV while they're broadcasting their propaganda, their programs to you, whatever they wanted you to see and believe and, you know, infiltrate into your minds. No, go outside, see other people, see nature, you know, do something outside of your little bubble, because whatever they're filling you with, you know, can be whatever. It could be true, it could be false, but you don't know unless you go out and experience it. So no, I am against it. Watch Russell's video if you want. I'll post it after this. I thought it was really good. Curious to see what you think and what your opinion is on this changing new world.